So this is the third video on circles, and what we want to do here is calculate the area of a circle. Now what's important is that we have the radius, and the formula for calculating the area is pi r squared. So the area is pi times the radius times the radius. So let's just say that this circle has, let's say it has a diameter of 10 centimeters. Well, the radius is the diameter over 2. It's half of the diameter, so it's 10 divided by 2, which is 5 centimeters. So the area then will be pi times 5 squared. And calculator. That gives us 78.54 centimeters squared. The units of area are always squared. That can be our first example. Example 2, we have a circle here. We're told that the radius is 120 meters, which is a very large circle. And we're also told that we want to paint this circle red, and that it costs £5.50 per metre squared for the paint. We want to find out the total cost of the job then. So the first thing, formula, area is pi r squared, pi times the radius squared. The radius is 120. Calculator, 120 squared times pi gives us a big number, 45238.93 meters squared. So that's the area of the circle. The cost of paint then, so it's going to be 45238.93, that's the area of the circle, times the cost per metre squared. It's quite expensive paint, as you can imagine, times 5.5 gives us a whopping great total of 248,814 pounds. That's rounded to the nearest number of pounds. Now, this is a tricky question. This is what we call a composite shape. The shape is composed of a rectangle and a semicircle. Now what I'm going to do first of all is to draw a dotted line like so, and we've got shape 1, which is the rectangle, and shape 2, which is the circle. So we're going to work out the total area of the shape. Well, area 1 is nice and simple. That's length times breadth, so that's 20 times 7. 7 times 2 is 14, so that gives us 140 centimetres squared. Area 2 is a semicircle. Well, we know that the area of a circle is given by pi r squared, so the area of the semicircle, which is a half that of the circle, is pi r squared over 2. The next thing we have to do is to try and work out what the radius is, because this is not simple. So first thing, this distance here how do we find that? Well, we know that the total distance from one side to the other is 20, and we know that this part here is 8. So that's 8. what must we add on to 8 to make up 20? This part here must be 12. Now, what exactly is 12? Well, 12 is the diameter. So what we want then is the distance from the centre to the circumference, which is the radius. 12 over 2 is 6 centimetres. So it's pi times 6 squared over 2. That gives us 56.55 centimetres squared. And the total area then is 140 plus 56.55. That gives us 196.55 centimetres squared. Fourth and last example involving the area of a circle. What we want to do is to work out the area of the blue part of the diagram. Now, this is circle 1, the larger circle, and we can let circle 2 be the smaller circle. So the first thing I'm going to do is to work out the area of circle 1. Well, the diameter of circle 1 is 30. So the radius then is 30 over 2, which is 15 centimetres. So the area of 1, pi r squared, so it's pi times 15 squared, and that is 706.86. Next thing I'm going to do is to work out the area of the red circle. Now, the 706 is the area of, try to imagine there's no red circle in the middle. So the area of the whole blue circle is 706.86. So area 2 then, the area of the smaller circle, the red circle, and it's pi times what? Well, we know the diameter is 10, so the radius then must be 5 centimetres. And that gives us 78.54 centimetres squared. So the blue area, well, we find the blue area by subtracting the smaller from the larger. So 706.86, take away 78.54 gives us 628.32 centimetres squared. So, page 51 of your textbooks, exercise 5.3. Try to do as many questions as possible.